is one of our teenagers, everybody. God is using the teenagers to let the world know there's nothing better than Jesus. So Riley, tell the church what took place a couple weeks ago.
So it was Baptism Sunday. It was June 9th, and that night I had to work, but I didn't really want to work that night because I had to pick up a shift at a different store than I usually work at. And I was supposed to work with my manager, but last minute it got changed to this girl named Melissa. And so that night we were working. It was pretty slow. All of a sudden she comes up to me and she's like, "What church do you go to?" And I started telling her about Soul's Church, and then she said, "All right, I'll be right back." And I'm like, "Okay." And then
You didn't know if it was good or bad at that point.
yeah, and then so some people came in. I made their sandwiches. I came back, and she was like, "So can you just kind of tell me a little bit about your church?" And I was like, "Yeah." So me and my family, we've been going there for 10, 11 years. We've been really involved for a long time, and she started telling me about her past church experiences and how she kept going to churches that were just like, they do it on Sunday and then they'd be done, and then the pastors were kind of just in it for the money and in it for anything like that. And I was like, well, I can tell you my pastor is for sure not in it for the money, because you didn't get paid for like 10 years doing it. So
thanks, Riley.
And then I told her about our first Wednesday. I told her about all of the serve days that we do, all the events that we do, and all that stuff. And then I told her about the motion weekends and everything like that for her kids. And then she was talking to me about how she wants to get back into going to church and getting back, and when she comes back, getting baptized. And I told her about how baptisms happened today, and she started telling me about some of her alcohol, drug, and meth addictions. And I was like, Lisa, she got baptized that day, and she was struggling with the exact same things that she was. And I told her, if Lisa can fight back and give her life to God, so can you. So, but unfortunately, she hasn't been able to make it because she has to work, because her son is in the hospital. She needs to get a bunch of shifts to pay for the bills.
So Riley, one thing he told me on the phone, I said, "Riley, how does this make you feel?" I mean, this is 11 something at night, right? Sunday.
Pretty sure it was midnight.
Is probably, okay, closer to midnight, yeah. All I know is Dana was fast asleep, seeing heavenly visions, and I was very much excited. I could not go to sleep till about 2 a.m. that day. And Sundays are one of those days where I get charged. I cannot sleep till usually midnight, 1, 2 o'clock. Dana's out as soon as we get home, right? It's one of those days where we just recharge differently. But I was really charged when I heard about this. I said, "Riley, is this one of the first times you've ever done something like that?" And you said you didn't have any customers, ironically and unusually, for like an hour and a half. And you had an opportunity to just keep talking to her about the Lord, and it just kind of flowed out of you. I remember you saying that. And I asked you how that made you feel, and you said something to the effect of, "I've never done something like this." And it's like God just flowed right out of you. And I don't know, God is using our young people if they're willing. Amen, everybody? So I'm excited, and yeah, keep going after the Lord. If Riley can do it, everybody, you can. I've seen a change in this boy in the last in this young man in the last few months. He's just, I don't know, just something's coming alive in you, Riley, and I just want to encourage you, keep going after Jesus. Keep going, living on mission to your baseball team and at Subway. Come on, God is moving in Subway. And if you come home smelling like a bunch of bread, that's okay. Go into work smelling like heaven and leave heaven in that atmosphere. And way to go. Come on, give it up for our Grace Bomb.